Well, first of all, I want to express my condolences to all of Turkey. What we know right now, two attackers killed 5 people and wounded around 22 others on Wednesday in Ankara. And this is a terrorist attack at the Turkish aerospace industries, which is industries headquarters, which is a very strategic place for Turkey. And your questions, do we sure about the PKK involvement? Yes. And do we know for sure about it? Yes, because around actually an hour ago, Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya said both attackers were killed, and he released their identity, their names, their code names within the PKK. So currently, according to the official resources, yes, we are very much sure that is the attack was organized by PKK, and currently they killed 5 people and wounded 22 others. And among these 22, if I'm not mistaken, 7 of them are in a serious condition.
You've talked about the target being a strategic one. Why now? How do you explain the timing of this attack by the PKK?
There are a couple of reasons they have been vertically and horizontally cutting each other. First of all, Turkish nationalist leader Devlet Bahçeli on Tuesday invited Abdullah Öcalan, the longtime imprisoned leader of the PKK, to make an appearance in the parliament and publicly call for the dissolution of the PKK. This is a shocking moment for Turkish public. This is a shocking moment for the region and for globe. But what we know that for a long while, since, if I'm not mistaken, since the beginning of April 2023, Turkey state and the PKK groups and Abdullah Öcalan has been in contact to solve this issue. There are two ways behind this initiative. The first one is that Middle East, the region, is passing another significant transformation time due to the Israeli attacks on Gaza, on Lebanon, and possible attacks on Iran. As you know, there has been four different but very much related Kurdish groups in Syria, in northern Iraq, in Iran, and in Turkey. And within the new establishment of the security order in the Middle East, Turkey would like to solve the Kurdish problem in its sides. This is the first point. The second point is that what we know that with the beginning of the 2026, U.S. troops will leave the Syrian territories. And this will give a significant gap and the playing ground for Russia. And Turkey would like to avoid possible usage of the PKK groups against Turkey from the exterior powers. This is the second reason. The third reason is that it is not the main reason, but it is the side effect of all of these transformation. As you know, in the future, if it is not early in 2028, there will be an election in Turkey. And for this election, for the nomination of the President Erdogan again, there should be a constitutional change in the parliament or in the referendum. For this constitutional change, President Erdogan needs to solve the Kurdish issue and needs to get their support for this constitutional change. What I would like to say that, all in all, there are many international reasons for this new peace process or for this normalization process internationally, and there is also a domestic way. That is why PKK showed its hat and to organize that attack to sit the bargaining table with a strong hand. This is my personal opinion.
And from what you know, what are the Turkish Kurds? You know, they account for about 20% of the country. Where do they sit with what the PKK is doing? And of course, as you mentioned, the negotiations with the President Erdogan to resolve the issue altogether.
Definitely. It would be misreading for us to put the 20% of the Turkish population, the Kurds, within the same basket, because some of them were giving a direct support to the PKK. Some of them are very keen to stop this long-lasting conflict, and some of them are supporting other political groups. But what we know that the conflict between PKK and the Turkish state has been affecting negatively the social currents, the economy, and the stability in the region. Therefore, a solution, a peaceful solution of this issue will be benefit for many different components of Turkey. Therefore, to answer your question, it is not very possible to say that all Kurds are supporting one particular group. But instead, we would easily say that despite of the division within the Kurds and within the Turks, all in all, within the rational platform, it would be very beneficial for Turkey, for the region, and for the globe to solve this issue.
Of course, there are limits as to what President Recep Tayyip Erdogan can do in Iraq and Syria. But why has he not been able to overcome the PKK, the militancy of the PKK within his own country's borders?
Well, Erdogan's inability to overcome the PKK with his country's borders, there are various answers. The first one is the complex geopolitical dynamics. I mean, what we know that the PKK operates in both southeastern Turkey and northern Iraq and using different resources. This is the first thing. I mean, even the PKK is not a monolithic structure, and it is not very easy to overcome that. The second one is that, I mean, Erdogan has passed more than 7 elections, and he has been running the country more than 2 decades, and he has been able to keep his power to transform his political ideas and to use some some exceptional crisis to keep his power. I mean, in these circumstances, he used ethnicity and nationalistic dimensions in different ways. I mean, what we know that between 2013 and 2015, there was an opening process. But after that, particularly after the failed coup attempt, what we know that Erdogan has become much more nationalistic. And within these circumstances, it would be impossible for him to solve the Kurdish issue. But right now, there is another window of opportunity to solve this issue. Right, like there were many different reasons not to solve this issue, and right now there are a couple of positive reasons to solve that issue.